Hey up, right? If someone asked me what the holy grail for a cyclist is, I'd have to say it's riding 100 miles in one ride. It's normally the first big goal that most cyclists want to try and achieve. So before this video starts, I thought I'd bring you a couple of tips on how you can achieve your first century ride. First off, train. And when I say train, spend a good 3 to 6 months of consistent riding, slowly building up those miles, progressing yourself closer and closer to that 100-mile mark. Next up, do it in the summertime, or at least do it when the weather is more predictable. Don't, for instance, do it in December. Next tip, don't do it in London. If you live in London, put your bike in the car, drive as far away from London as you can, and find some nice quiet roads. Head to the Surrey Hills. And then my final tip would have to be, use the bike that you ride the most. Whether that's your commuter bike, your road bike, your race bike, your gravel bike. If you spend hours in the saddle, you know you're going to be comfy. You know you're going to be able to sit there for 6, 7, 8, 9 or even 10 hours to get your 100-mile ride. Don't, under any circumstances, do it on a Boris bike. So the plan was simple. Pick up a couple of Boris bikes, head into London and do 100 miles. But first, obviously, we had to fuel for the occasion. And, you know, everyone knows all the best pro athletes go to Mackey's for their breakfast. We also had to nick a couple of line bikes because we had to head in towards London. There were no Boris bikes on the outskirts and it didn't take us long to get lost. Just a couple of guys on a couple of line bikes heading into the centre of London, supposedly heading into the centre of London to pick up 2 Boris bikes to then ride around. But we're here. It's taken us into a restricted zone, so the electric don't work.
For the no-go zone.
How many times did I say to you, are we going the right way? Yeah, we've gone south.
We're going the wrong way. Yeah, we need to turn around.
Not bad. Here we go, Babby, here we are. Finally found them after an hour of riding. An hour of riding it's taken us just to get to the centre of London.
That's an hour down, only 9 more to go.
True, and we're on schedule, 10 mile an hour.
Yeah.
You ready?
100 miles.
Where to next?
Richmond Park, I think.
Let's do it. So after testing the robustness of our Boris bikes, just to make sure that they were adequate for the job, we had the idea of heading across to Richmond Park. Should be quiet over there, we can get loops in around the park, and I knew that that was potentially our first stop at that nice little cafe as you enter the park. Feds are onto us. So far so good, nice and easy. Like, the bikes are heavy and but we have had a bit of an issue. No, I'm not gonna make it. So the issue is, we've just had a bit of a wheelie competition, me and Cam. If you want to see who wins that, head to Cameron's channel. But we've both realised that they're relatively easy to wheelie, these things.
Yeah! Oh, he's away! Ah!
So, yeah, we're going to be hooliganing around now, I think, Cam. Okay. The majority of this trip is now going to be done on the back wheel, I think. No wheelie!
Sick!
So, Cam's worried about the bikes getting half inch. We're in Richmond Park. We've just seen some federales, so we're fine. Cyclists everywhere, right? Cam's like, oh, do we need to lock them up? Are we going to lock them up? And this is his security mechanism.
It's actually a good idea, because think about it. These bikes are too heavy to carry, so someone's going to have to ride off on it. They're not going to be able to ride off until they unclip the helmet. By the time they've realised the helmet's clipped up, we were out of the shop, banged them to the floor, chinned them off the curb, and then we'll get our bikes back.
Is Cam dressed up to the nines in the winter gear?
I know.
This lad's in his shorts and t-shirt. Oh man,
Wife beater as well.
how can he not be cold? Riding a
We always think
felt
we
as
always
well.
think we always think we're hard as Northerners. Like Northerners are hard, but
Yeah.
tell you what,
I've got this on, I've got a hat, gloves, and I'm going to put another jacket on over the top of this. Nice, isn't it, Cam? What do you think to my new top?
Yeah, it's very bright.
Isn't it?
Be safe, be seen, and all that.
Not like you.
No.
Too busy repping the brand, innit?
I need a Callis. What is it called?
A Callas.
I need a Callas reflective yellow winter jacket. If anyone knows where to get one.
Hey, Cameron. In your professional opinion, do you think we're going to hit 100 miles?
Well, if we keep stopping for coffee every half an hour, no.
All right.
No, I don't know. I think right now we're going to head out towards Box Hill, like out of the city. So we shouldn't have too many traffic lights and traffic to contend with. So we're definitely going to be able to rack up some more mileage out that way. But yeah, I don't know. It might be a bit of a stretch to do.
So what we're going to do? We're going to stop at 10 hours, or are we going to keep going until we hit 100?
See how cold we are.
Let's see how cold we are. All right, next stop.
Box Hill, which if you're from the north of England, it's not a hill.
It's not. It's barely a hillock.
It's like a motorway bridge.
It's a hump.
Yeah, you can do it in the big ring, can't you?
Easy. Oh.
Oh, should put you on in bed shit.
Yeah. So our intrepid explorers donned their cycling kit once again and headed south to the Surrey Hills and Box Hill. That wasn't before negotiating some of the more urban terrain you might face on a Boris bike. Luckily, the boys are more than adept on their bikes, meaning stairs, perfectly negotiated. It was off to Box Hill down the A24. The sun had already started setting, but the boys were off in pursuit of that 100 miles. And they were already 35 miles down. Lovely jubbly. As the sun goes down over London town, we find ourselves in the Surrey Hills. Box Hill. Only 3/4 of a mile away. I'm not filming that, so you can. You alright?
Where did you pick those up?
Just found it outside the road. Oh no, there's nothing there.
4 degrees, I think, which is sick. We've got 3 hours, over 3 hours left to go.
Is that you?
Mate,
Don't blame me.
You're wrong.
Alright, we just stopped at top of Box Hill, look. Box Hill Cafe. Just met Les. Nice guy.
Yeah, what a legend.
I know. Nice one, Les, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Cheers for the tow. Cheers for the... oh no, you pay for the coffee. Cheers for the coffee. He did say he was going to get it.
Yeah.
Next time. So now we're wrapped up. We're all warm. We're going to go down the descent. Les has told us where to go. Follow the descent down the other side. I've never been down that side. Hang a left, and then we're heading back to London. London town, London town, London town. All right, Governor, Cockney, Cockney, you're a Cockney.
Oh. Don't know where that is.
We're at Kingston upon Thames. I don't know where that is. Chris is. Hey, I proper look homeless. We're at Kingston upon Thames, right?
We're at Kingston upon Thames right now. It's halfway back to central London. It's pretty much got dark now. Chris. You can't see on the camera, but the Thames is on our left-hand side. So I think if we just keep riding, if we follow the Thames the whole way down, we're eventually gonna make it back into central London, which is where we want to be heading right now. So that's the current plan.
All right, we're just outside of Kingston. I've hit the wall. I've hit it. I've bonked. I've hit more than Cam has. It's as fresh as a daisy.
Yeah.
And
I'm not fresh as a daisy, but
well, compared to me, you are.
yeah.
Where are we at? On a scale of 1 to 10.
10 being knackered.
Yeah.
6.
All right. I think I'm a 9. So I've got some supplies. Do it. Bet you want one of these though, don't you, Cam?
I wouldn't say no.
I'm gonna smash a few of these. Hopefully, get some sugar in me, and my legs will be all right. But 100 mile can go f itself. Name the film, Cam. Richmond.
Rich what?
Richmond.
Rich what?
Richmond. Our biggest fear is not
that they were inadequate.
Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
What's the name of the film though? I don't know. It's
Coach Carter.
Coach. Of course it is. What a film.
Anyway, the point being, we're back in Richmond, everybody. Rich what? Richmond. So guys, I don't know if you recognise this, Powell Common Fields. This is where two YouTube stars got murdered.
YouTube stars.
Both riding Boris bikes for 10 hours.
This is where two fell off YouTubers' bodies were found.
This is where
alongside a couple of Boris bikes.
Yeah, this is where it all ended for us. So if you can, make sure you view this video lots to pay for the funerals and keep my kids in food. Thanks. Yeah. And just like that, we have both docked.
It got a bit tough at the end, didn't it, mate?
Yeah, I'm done now.
I am. We need some food, and we need to find a way back to Lewisham, which is like half an hour across London.
Hold on, whose channel is this?
Yours. But we still need food, and we still need to get back to Lewisham.
So we need food, and we need to get back to Lewisham.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Transition.
That looked fine. I don't look like I've been riding for 10 hours at all. Hey, listen. What's the best way to celebrate 10 hours of riding?
What's the best shopping wakey?
Wakey wine.
Wakey wine.
What did you say? Sorry?
I said, what's the best way to celebrate riding 10 hours on a...
Go into Casper's dessert bar and get a milkshake.
I wanted to try and build a bit of excitement,
I'm so excited, I can't build it.
Okay.
It's just that is what it is. There, look at it in all of its
Casper's.
glory.
So, back at the Airbnb. Is he in a 1-star review for this one? Jacuzzi bath, look, don't look at the boot. Jacuzzi bath. Jacuzzi don't even work. Miffed beyond belief. After 10 hours of riding, having to listen to Cameron Jeffers all day. I wanted a few bubbles. Is that too much to ask? Just a few bubbles. Stay tuned for the next video. Hit that like button and that subscribe button for more mediocre content from your second favourite YouTube channel. Cam? No. You got anything else to add to the video? It's tiny.
So there you have it. Alright, I didn't do 100 miles on the Boris bike. Could I have done it? If someone held a gun to my head, yes. But after 10 hours being out on the road, it was very cold. I had no training in my legs. It was to be expected. Those Boris bikes are heavy. There's only 3 gears on them. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure, if you've not done already, go and watch Cam's version of this event. He wanted to do 10 hours. He didn't care how far he got. And it's safe to say, he made it look a little bit easier than I did. So if you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that like button and leave us a comment down below. What do you want to see me and Cameron get up to next?